Hey, Steve from Demodash Effects here. Just wanted to share this cool thing I accidentally stumbled across. Um, so I made an analog pitch shifter using analog delay lines. It doesn't sound great, but it's really freaking cool. So I just wanted to kind of share it with you guys because I don't think you've heard anything like this before. You guys may be familiar with the Chase Bliss Thermae, which is like a sequenced pitch shifter. It sits at a clock speed and then it shifts. Say you want to shift an octave down, it'll cut the clock speed in half, and then the pitch, stretches out. Um, but that's kind of sequenced because you're always hearing the same output. It never gets faded out. What this is it's three delay lines in parallel, one, two, three, each with their own clock, so they're individually controlled, and then the output of each goes to through each of these optical elements. So this one, goes to that one. This one goes to that one. This one goes to that one, and then they get mixed together. So in essence, you can fade the volume out of each. So I'm just kind of working on this um, design that does different things with that combination of hardware, with a digital, brain. And yeah, so this little thing I stumbled across is kind of neat. Um, Getting back to what I was saying about the pitch shifting. So basically, what's happening is, uh, if I want to like shift the pitch up, so this one will start doing a rise. Like it'll start, the clock speed will ramp up, and it'll fade in, and the others will be off. And then once it kind of peaks, it fades out, and this one is rising and fading in, and it kind of they cross over with each other, but you never hear the clock speed going back down to the start because it's faded out, and vice versa with the downshifting. Um, yeah, I'm not really sure why, but the upshifting sounds better than the downshifting, and the faster the clock changes, the more pitch swing you get. So the bigger the shift. Unfortunately, because it uses optical elements, which are very slow to respond to the light coming in, the faster you go, the less time it actually spends on because it takes a long time to turn on. Here I can show you. So that's the slowest speed, and then fastest. Okay, so let's just see. Okay, we're gonna do an upshift. It's not locked to intervals. It's a continuous, like, think of like bending a string. It's like that's what happens when you turn this knob. So you have to like hear the interval for yourself, which leads to a lot of dissonance. Like I said, this isn't something I'd buy. Um, it's just something I want to share. uh, Actually, the company ADA did an analog pitch shifter back in the 70s or 80s. Um, Look it up; it's really cool. It uses similar technology, but it was before microcontrollers, so they had something like 40 chips in there, and it absolutely wild that somebody came up with that without having access to the internet and got it to production, like was able to replicate it, the functioning thing. Anyway, so here's okay. This is the maximum I can shift up. Okay, now let's go down. files just to mix fully wet. Kind of cool, right?